All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from our homes. My name's Will DeFries. To my right, David Ruff.
Coming live from my home. How's everybody doing? I'm feeling a little bit just out of it. Last night was like a movie. Today just feels like the sequel, you know?
Last night was truly a movie, Dave.
Damn.
Shouts to John Buccigross.
Yeah, thanks, Bucci, for coming on.
Brett
Great
landed
talking
Gucci
to him.
Mane, man. How about that?
Dylan Shivery. What up, dog?
What's up, guys? I'm happy to be here, man. Live from the dining room. Just chilling. Yeah, last night was a lot of fun, man. Those are getting better and better.
No one's talking about the fact that I had 4 glasses of Bordeaux during that recording last night.
Really?
Yeah,
I have not seen any chatter about that at all.
No
That's,
booty chatter about my Bordeaux.
that's a full bottle, dog.
Bordeaux-y chatter. That's a new podcast offshoot coming from Sunday Scaries, just talking Bordeaux.
Brett went Cabernet tequila just back to back.
Both in mason jars, and absolutely nobody is doing that.
Brett, if you need a wine glass, I'll just loan you one. Like, you don't like drinking wine out of mason jars.
I have a bunch of wine glasses, but I was out on the patio, and my stemless wine glasses are all in the dishwasher, and so I didn't want to go stem on the patio. I didn't feel comfortable with that.
Why are you guys so pro stem or stemless?
It just eliminates the risk of a tip over.
Yeah,
It feels better in the hand.
low center of gravity. Better on the goal line.
I don't think it feels better in the hand. I like holding the stem.
It feels
It's so reckless.
Yeah, it feels like it's fragile. But hey, Will, thank you for reminding me. I have to go by Pacific Sunwear today and pick up some Bordeaux shorts that I ordered.
Yeah. I can't. I haven't worn board shorts since I was like literally listening to Blink-182 for like the first time.
They're the most unflattering fit. Like, even if you have like a little bit of an ass, you just look like you have a flat ass.
Yeah,
The cargo shorts of the water.
Yes. They accentuate my love handles more than anything in the world. I cannot be caught wearing board shorts anymore because they just make me look like trash.
Is Vince Vaughn still out here just wearing board shorts like to downtown restaurants and stuff?
How random was it that Vince Vaughn was just a character in Curb this season? He was just
not playing Vince Vaughn.
After the True Detective disaster, he needs some career rejuvenation.
Was not a disaster. He crushed that role.
What was his famous line, Dave?
He didn't. Oh no. Oh, everything is fucking.
I just can't imagine being a script writer and writing and like typing that out and being like, "Yep, got it,
Nailed it.
got it."
Season 3 was good. It wasn't great.
I didn't finish season 2, nor did I finish season 3, unfortunately.
You started season 3 though?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Okay.
I did. I what I've learned about myself is that I can't watch supernatural stuff. That's just kind of what I've learned about myself. I can't take it seriously. And if I start watching a series and it doesn't start supernatural and then it starts going supernatural, it just kind of I'm going to abandon ship the second I start seeing like these like little wispy spirits going around or whatever.
So did you not enjoy season 1, True Detective?
I did, but I think it was just because I respected the performances like a lot, and I went so deep into it before that I was pot committed by the time the supernatural stuff started happening, and anything McConaughey and honestly, like Woody Harrelson is he's one of the actors.
Badass.
You know what? I'm gonna watch this. Woody Harrelson's awesome, and
He's absolutely great.
yeah, I think the season 1 just hit different. I think
That's why you were saying you're more into like Sharknado and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a big Sharknado guy. I've supported Tara Reid in all of her endeavors.
Dude, I thought you were going to say you supported terrorism.
No, that's like when on the mail-in the other day, I said that I had a take regarding asking the government like any question that you could ask them, and everyone thought that I was going to say that I was a 9/11 truther. Like, no,
I thought you were going to go back to the moon landing well on that one.
No, I just want to know who killed Tupac and Biggie. I don't think that's that big of an ask.
So is
You didn't-
does that make the go ahead.
Did anybody inquire about, I don't know, Jeffrey Epstein?
That was brought up as well. That's another thing that I might ask about That's more top of mind for me than Tupac and Biggie. But if I can ask the government any questions and get straight answers, I don't like the fact that Tupac and Biggie is the first thing that comes to my head, and there's really no second place right now besides maybe Epstein.
It's
I'm starting
aliens.
with aliens.
Yeah.
I'm
Dylan's
going
absolutely right.
first. Yeah.
There's no correct answer here. It's preference, Brett.
Dylan's just trying to clap alien cheeks.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think so.
horny.
That was a big part of the storming Area 51 deal. People thought they were gonna like impregnate aliens and shit, and like take them to be their little sex slaves. It got real weird there for a minute.
It got dark. Yeah, Twitter really took that down a bad path.
If you did storm Area 51 and there's like an alien just looking at you with like beady eyes, being like, "Dude, get me out of here," you're taking it.
No, my first instinct isn't to kidnap the alien, but like, oh
It's not
shit,
kidnapping
like,
if they want to go. It's like, dude, hop in my tote bag. Let's roll.
he wants to come back to Austin with me. Just chill.
He can hide underneath the kale popping out the top.
You do have extra bedrooms, Dylan. It's a fit.
Dude, Dylan, you could
Yeah.
stuff them in the cabinets behind you. They're all empty.
Yeah, they're little guys. Yeah, I could put a bunk room in here, and I could sleep like our house like 50 of them, 30 to 50 maybe.
How tired are you of the YouTube commenters commenting on your empty cabinets?
Yeah, I'm ignoring them at this point. Obviously, I haven't moved, so if it bothered me too much, and I would just change locations. But yeah, I don't care. You know,
You should just become like an obscure collector of like olive oil or Tabasco sauce or something like that, and just throw those up there.
Probably
Like,
all
people
of
tell me
them.
people are telling me I need to go out and buy stuff just to put in these cabinets. Like, no, what a
Seems
waste
right.
that is.
Just get like one thing. Just put it up there.
It's pretty lame, but whatever.
Dude, this is how Parks is going to end up being a disgruntled like preteen. He's going to start like listening to Papa Roach and like being like, "Man, my dad didn't even put shit in our cabinets, man."
I don't see that happening, Dave.
It's possible. I mean,
He's been getting into some weird shit, hadn't he?
If he's anything like his old man, he'll skip that phase.
can
Dude,
you
no,
confirm-
you didn't skip it. You're about to go through it. Dylan, I feel that there is
Oh,
a
I don't
grunge
think so,
Dylan
Dave.
phase about to hit hard.
Dylan, if you
No, but there is Post Malone's doing a Friday stream. And he's covering Nirvana, which I'm kind of into. Might be tight.
does he want to do that on maybe like the Wash Media YouTube channel or something?
Ooh,
I think he's probably going to go a different route.
I'm not a big
Brett,
Post guy, but I wouldn't hate if we had Post Malone.
dude, Brett's got the hot hand. Brett, now take the shot.
Dude, get Posty on here.
He's a Dallas
boy.
guy. Isn't he from? He's from Grapevine. We got the
He's a
connection.
Dallas
I'll
guy.
talk Cowboys with him. Me and
You
Dylan
guys
can
want
just
me to-
see what
I-
the draft's gonna look like.
I can follow up on my DM to Kylie Jenner if you guys want me to try to get her on there.
I did
That'd be great.
Kendall, so we'll see. One of the two.
Here's
Yeah.
why I don't want anybody from the. Oh, there's a number of reasons I don't want her or anyone from that world on. I don't want the eyeballs that she would bring. While it would look great as far as numbers go, I don't want whatever kind of criticism her audience would have for me. Like I don't want to know like I know my flaws. I don't want them pointing them out though. They seem like a reckless bunch.
Like this guy can't figure out technology. Why can't we hear him?
Why does his audio suck? Why is his face so stupid? Just stuff like that.
It's only part-
His
it's only
skincare
part-
routine is trash.
Yeah, are you not using Kylie Cosmetics, Dave?
And I'm not. I'm waiting for Brett to land that sponsorship. He hasn't yet. Not to throw shade at Brett, but what the fuck?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Dylan, if you if you don't let Parts listen to Blink 182, Dave, Will, and I promise we'll have Parts listening to Blink.
I'm gonna get it on
I'm
vinyl.
not gonna not let him or ban any musicians from his repertoire, but we'll let him choose for himself. And if he's anything like his dad, he's just not gonna be into it.
Answer this question. Did anyone in here have their parents confiscate or take away a CD, an album, a tape, any kind of music?
Yes.
No, but I had to hide stuff from my dad, like my rap music. I couldn't let him know that I was listening to it.
I asked my dad one day. I asked my dad if work sucked because of Blink 182, and he goes, "Where'd you hear that?" I was like, "Blink."
That's pretty harmless. I get why he
Yeah.
doesn't want you
Oh.
saying it, but that's not that bad.
My parents never did it, but my one of my friend's moms took away a mix CD that was in the car, and it had some very inappropriate lyrics about a house party. And she took that CD away from us very quickly, and we also had a Jay-Z album taken from us as well. So, but my parents never cared. I mean, I was on Kazaa and Napster, just like downloading everything, and so it was the Wild West. If my parents went on there, they would have seen like so many explicit lyrics. Just bad boy shit.
So a dude down the street who was really, really into metal. He was significantly older, probably like 7 years older. He was in high school and we were like kids. But he was like trying to get us into metal, and he loaned me the first Marilyn Manson CD. And it's got some tracks that are like supposed to be skits that are just really, really, really bad. And my dad listened, and like looking back on it, I'm cringing thinking of my dad hearing that out of context. I mean, like, dude, what the fuck is this? And my dad brought it back to him. Like, he went over and he personally handed it back. He's like, hey, please don't give my son this anymore.
Respect.
Dude,
Yeah, you got to understand that one though. Marilyn Manson, looking back, like he was a weird dude, and it was kind of like demonic and shit. And
the first album was when like people were legit like, dude, this guy's kind of scary. And then, you know, Beautiful People was scary, but it was when he was doing videos on MTV, and it was like, okay, if you're doing music videos, you're not a demon, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of my rule.
I was mainly listening to like Ice Cube, We Be Clubbing and stuff like that, thinking I was hard. Turns out I wasn't that hard. I don't think Harbor Springs had too many clubs that I was hitting when I was like 12 years old.
No, it was just like Simple Plan, Sum 41. That's the extent of my angst.
That's not good.
I'm sorry, I can't be perfect, Will.
No, I mean, it's okay. Dude, I regret that part of my life when I listened to Simple Plan and like Newfound Glory and stuff like that. It was just
Newfound Glory is a bad look.
It's a bad look. It's not good.
It's cringy thinking about how I liked them. Oh my God.
Can we get some housekeeping out of the way?
I'd love to.
Well, first and foremost, I should be telling you to go watch our live stream last night with John Buccigross, but I mean, let's get the big story out of the way. Buddy, I'm working mugs are live in the Wash Media store.
wow,
You've never seen a traffic day like yesterday. Luckily Micah was at the apartment when I launched these things because he got to ice down the servers for me. It was just mayhem.
big.
Yeah,
At a safe distance.
Yep. There's also a new Wilmont's mug up there as well. Just go check out the Wash Media store. Second note, yeah, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, Washed Media. It's just, I mean, we're having great people on here. Shouts to the Magic Bullet. Last Friday we had Mike Golick Jr. Last night we had John Buccigross. We're just doing ESPN stuff.
It was so fun, man. I've always wanted to have a good conversation with Booch.
Dave, you got so boned, man. That sucked. I felt bad for you.
And the final thing, can we talk about our friends over at Liquid IV?
Oh yeah.
Not only did I have one yesterday, but it tasted amazing. I went with the acai flavor. Liquid IV is an easy, healthy solution for dehydration. One stick of Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you faster and more efficiently than water alone. Each serving provides as much hydration as 2 to 3 bottles of water, plus vitamin C, B3, B5, B6, and B12. If you're dehydrated, try Liquid IV. It's the fastest, most efficient way to stay hydrated. Have you guys been staying hydrated in quarantine?
The most hydrated I've ever been, honestly.
Thanks to my Liquid IV, yes, I have been. Will, thank you for asking.
I didn't realize how much Liquid IV would come up clutch because as everyone knows, I haven't worked out in years. And so now that I've been working out, I didn't realize how much like pounding just a ton of water mid-workout will just make me feel like shit. Liquid IV has just really changed the game. It's like, oh, okay, I can take in less liquid right now. This is great. 16 ounces. You know, they're
So
all
I'm out of Liquid IV, and there's a bunch at our office. I've been thinking about making a run.
Dude, risk it all. Risk it all.
Do it, Dave. It's worth
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Do you guys know that they're also on a mission to change the world? They're donating 2.3 million servings in response to COVID-19. Products are being donated to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. I mean, how can't you support that? How can't you?
I love this company. I love the people. All around great product.
Well, I got good news. Liquid IV is available nationwide at Target, Whole Foods, and Costco. Or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code CirclingBack at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use promo code CirclingBack at liquidiv.com. Get better hydration today at liquidiv.com, promo code CirclingBack.
Dude, I saw Liquid IV in Target, and I was like, oh, I'm psyched. It's like pride.
Well, yeah, you can also find them nationwide at Target, Whole Foods, or Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were ground floor Liquid IV. They've been
Anyone
around for a minute.
is wrong.
Have
Hey,
you guys
Dave.
had the energy multiplier one too?
I love it. A good flavor.
Not yet.
It's fantastic.
Hey Dave, if you do go to the office and looking for that liquid IV, see if there's a desk floating around that was supposed to be delivered about 3 weeks before quarantine that we couldn't track down. We need to find that damn thing.
Yeah, Randy's desk. Dylan, I actually had a dream
Randy's
about this
desk.
last night. I asked you in my dream last night, "Hey, did Randy's desk ever get here?" And then you told me, "Yeah, it got here a long time ago." And I was like, "Oh, cool, we're good." Like,
Yeah,
I
according
desk in my dreams.
It's a badass drain.
the tracking information says that it's been there for a long time, but it's nowhere to be found.
Perfect.
I assume I bet Tim Duncan took it and he's using it in his office. That's the only thing that makes sense to me at this point. Tim Duncan
'cause
from our
you-
office, of course.
I bet the dude next door took it because that guy is not abiding by shelter in place. He considers his company very essential. That dude's in the office every day, business
yeah.
cash.
That dude does not stop coming to the office.
I was in the office one day, and like I went in because I forgot something, so I had to go in. And this was after like we were told not to leave and stuff like that. He was just screaming on the phone in his office still. I was like, "Yeah, of course this guy's still here. Love it."
What? The guy's out of control, man.
He's
He
just
also-
pouring out the subcontractors.
Well, yeah, but I also heard him like on the phone with his wife or whoever, and maybe girlfriend or who knows. And he was yelling about he needed 3 gallons of milk. I was like, "What? Why do you need 3 gallons of milk? That seems
A
like
lot
too
of
much."
milk.
Maybe he was
Like
doing
that,
the milk chug challenge where you chug it to see
Like
if
he
you
had-
can like not throw up.
We had a pledge lineup to get to or something.
Possible. Should we talk
Dude,
about
that guy's like 55. I don't think he has pledge lineups.
You never know, Dave.
let's
Dave,
talk about-
real quick, did you see the penny-sized hail thunderstorm notification that we just got? Look out, Austin, Texas. This is live.
Real-time weather analysis. No, I did not see that. Hell yeah. Special weather statement. Okay. Everybody bring the cars in. Will, you're in a garage. Shout out to you. Okay.
Sorry, well, you can move on to the next segment now.
Yeah,
I
can we
apologize.
actually talk about what's on the rundown? Yeah, let's move on. Tom Brady, Gronk. They released a video this morning where Tom Brady is just like blowing into a shell, and Gronk is running out of the woods. What the fuck is going on here? Can I ask a dumb sports question to you guys? No official actions have been made yet, correct? Like Tom Brady is not signed. Am I correct in this?
Yeah, he signed. Right?
He did sign.
Yeah, it's
I think so.
My
Yeah,
mind's more clouded because soccer they have kind of delayed everything because of the transfer window stuff, and so no news is like actually official or anything, and so I feel fishy when it comes to all this other stuff.
yeah, I kind of blocked that story out. It was one of those ones that was so big that I didn't want to jump right into it. I was like, okay, he's going to Tampa Bay. But I think they're doing content with him and everything. Like it's a done deal.
Yeah.
This
and I
was a
think-
shocker though.
And I think Gronk, his deal is just pending a physical, but other than that, it's official. So
Is he going to pass
Yeah.
that physical?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. He's got to put some weight on that frame, though, man. He looks like he's lost like 30 or 40 since his playing days.
We can just put him on the Rosie diet. He can gain that all back.
Yeah, we were talking about this before we went on. I was worried about Gronk mainly because of his performance on the New Year's Eve special with Steve Harvey, and then some subsequent interviews. I just got a bad vibe from him, and I hope he's okay. But dude, for him to go back for another year, I don't know. I don't like this, man. I like Gronk. I think he's a good dude, but I'm kind of worried about him, honestly.
What? I don't know.
I can't tell how much of that is just Gronk, though. Like he's just a spacey guy. You
That
know?
is the endearing part of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get nervous whenever I just don't understand why he retired in the first place just to come back to go to Tampa Bay. Like he seemed like he would have been in a really good situation in New England. So why not just stay there and not retire? But now he's just going to a completely different organization. I just don't fully understand it, but I'm also not a big football free agency guy either. So it's tough for me.
I think he was just so banged up. Like he got injured pretty much he missed games like pretty much every season, like the past like 4 or 5 years he was there. And so he was just tired of it. And he'd taken a lot of a lot of hits to the dome as well. And I guess after a year off, he's like, I feel better. Let's go back in.
Didn't they say that he could have just come back like mid-season last season and then just been ready for the playoffs? I don't understand why you wouldn't have just done that.
Probably because
CBD
their offense was so bad.
Yeah, because they didn't have Gronk.
CBD was hitting different then.
Yeah, he did go through a big CBD phase, didn't he?
I think he's a part owner of a company, right? He was hawking it. That was like his big deal.
You've got to think Belichick probably plays a role in the whole thing too. Like if Brady just got sick of him finally, and I'm going to go do my own thing and be appreciated, Gronk's going to be like, "Hey, I'm going to come back and play with you, Tom."
I stand a pettiness tour by both of them. I would love for that. I would love for them to have success. They're much more likable outside of Boston. No offense. So yeah, let's make this happen.
I don't want a revenge tour. I want Tom Brady to retire quietly and go into the history books with like a really awesome, untainted legacy. And seeing him in a Bucs uniform is just going to ruin it for me. And I said it before the pod. I think that like his social media, while it's like hilarious and everything like that, it kind of takes away from him a little bit. Like now watching Michael Jordan, who just feels larger than life, and seeing how like he handles his business, it makes me not like the social media aspect of all these current athletes just like doing shticks and bits. I'd rather just have the guys just be like, I don't know, like larger than life. I don't want them out in like a random field blowing into shells that they have in their house. It just takes away from it for me.
Well, what Tom Brady's doing might be getting out ahead of it, because if you look at MJ does no bits, but everybody does bits for him. They've memed him into oblivion. So I think maybe Tom's trying to get out in front of it so he can avoid the crying MJ treatment.
Would you rather like be the one creating it, or rather have your face like? I mean, I guess I have the.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Yeah, that's iconic though.
I've learned to embrace the crying Will face in the same breath as crying Jordan.
Would you watch a series where Michael Jordan reads tweets from other celebrities and athletes?
I would watch anything he does.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan reads Cam Newton's Instagram post.
No one can read those though. They're impossible to read.
All-time bad bit.
I think Dylan should start doing his captions like that, but you don't do captions all the time, so.
Sometimes the pictures just speak for themselves, Will. You don't need a caption. But look, Cam Newton, it's insufferable how he does that. And I think even in his Instagram bio, he's like, yeah, I typed this way and I'm not going to change, so deal with it, or something stupid like that. What? It's insufferable. Get out of here.
He's like too neurotic at this point.
Yeah.
Has he gone to the Patriots yet?
Not too neurotic. I just don't think I agree with his fashion choices all the time, and I think that's what's weighing in. But like, I respect that he's taking risks.
Except for the foxtail look. When he debuted the foxtail at one of his pressers, that was lit.
Dude, that was swag.
Didn't you go viral?
One of our listeners actually sent me one after I was talking about it on a podcast or something.
Why haven't you been wearing it?
It's just hanging in my closet, man. I have a legit foxtail. I don't know what to do with it.
If you're not wearing that at your housewarming party, I'm going to be so upset.
Dude, you have empty cabinets behind you, and you own a foxtail. What are you doing? Just put the foxtail.
You want to hang the foxtail off one of these shelves back here, Dave?
I absolutely want that.
It's kind of cool, actually. I mean, if I was, if I had Cam Newton status, I might try to pull it off. But Joe Schmo can't wear a foxtail around the city.
Speaking of foxtail, is it going to be weird seeing Cam in Foxborough, Dylan?
Yeah, man, it was shocking when they signed him. It's pretty unbelievable. By the way, that guy, he keeps moving and shaking. He's got new handles all the time. Now he's ultra tough scene, I think. Barry McCock in there. What an obnoxious.
It's funny to me that he's getting but just in general, the whole shtick that he does not amuse me that much. I think it's funny that you're getting got, but the actual bit is really stupid to me. Like, he spends way too much time trying to dupe people online. That's such a lame existence.
He's got me questioning everything I see on the news now or on social media. I'm like, is someone trying to get me again? I need I need a check mark by the name. I need like actual backup sources and all that.
Yeah, why would you ever take anything seriously if like from a news perspective if there's not a check mark next to it?
I mean, I wouldn't. I just your eyes are scrolling fast. Like, oh my God, there's this it looks like Sports Center's tweeting about this, and it cites like Adam Schefter, like, oh, this must be legit, and you just you fire it off to your friends, and they're like, dude, no, that's not a real account. And, it happens fast.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Don guy myself.
A what guy?
Don DeCuminer.
That is a joke reference from last night. Yeah.
Okay.
It took me a while to put that together. I when I was reading it, I was like, "Oh, I see what he's doing. What a grotesque thing."
It took me. I didn't even get through reading the username before I understood what was going on, and then I had to move on.
It's a comment section.
Let's speak on Big Baby. Can one of you explain Big Baby to me? I didn't see. I was the last person to be in the know about this kid.
He's a large baby, very large.
The video that went viral is just this baby. It looks like he's a grown man bouncing on, I guess, his dad's stomach or something. And he's just an absolute unit. He looks like he weighs 60 pounds at about a year old.
The link
Let's get that baby up there.
I will say the link that I put in the rundown is the incorrect one. So if Randy's basing his stuff off that, it's not that. I was sent the wrong link by one of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this mistake. How old is the baby?
3,
according to research that Brett did right before the pod. 3 years old.
Is it the same kid that's lifting up the car?
Yeah.
Okay. How much is a 3-year-old supposed to weigh? I don't even know what a 3-year-old's supposed to look like, let alone how much they're supposed to weigh.
You can't really look anything like that up. No. So, okay, a little perspective. So Parks, this kid who is 3 apparently is 43 inches tall. I believe that's what Brett said earlier.
Yeah.
Parks, who is 5, is 41 inches tall. Parks is small. Parks is about 5th percentile for his age size-wise. So that's pretty much height and weight. He's about 5th percentile. So he's a little guy. But Parks weighs 34 pounds, and he's 41 inches tall. And Parks is 5. This kid, looking at him, and this kid's got to weigh 60 plus.
What do you do with this kind of thing?
Dude, that is not a baby. That is Greg Ostertag.
You can't put a can you do you put your baby on a diet? Like, what do you do in this situation? Or do you just embrace the unitness?
You lean into the gains. And you get as much out of it while he's growing as you can, because I've seen this before. You got the kid who's huge and he's going to dominate youth sports, and then he just stops growing. And high school rolls around and he's trying to make it, and he doesn't make it. He's tapped out at 5'10", like 185. He just doesn't have it. So just lean into it while you can. I
have to beg and incentivize Parks to just get through half of his meal. The kid just doesn't eat anything. He's just not interested in eating. And when I put a meal in front of him, even if he's into it, it'll take him like 2 hours to eat if I don't like try to rush him through it. I imagine the fat baby is just going to town on whatever's in front of him.
He's just eating
like Parks will not eat. This kid, jeez.
This is an oddly specific question, but do we know what he weighed like when he was delivered?
He weighed 6 pounds, 5 ounces at delivery.
Normal.
Okay.
Normal, right?
But it doesn't say what he weighs now. I multiple articles. I could not get the current weight, but apparently he lives on a family farm in the Midwest and has uncles all over 6'7".
Oh, dude, big country. I love it.
So Iowa might offer this guy like tomorrow.
He needs to start working on his footwork. He might be a legit left tackle one day.
How much did you guys weigh when you were born?
8 pounds, 6 ounces, I believe.
I was a heavy baby. I was 8 or above. I remember 8 to 10, somewhere in there.
No,
I could see Brett being a big boy.
It could have been. I have no idea.
I don't either. I just think my mom.
Parks was 6 pounds, 4 ounces, so he was just 1 ounce smaller than this kid. You said 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Maybe Parks has it in him.
No, he doesn't. I mean, Parks' mom is small. She's like 5'2" and just a little person. So I don't think Parks is going to be a monster.
We're holding out hope.
He's not going to be hanging from the rim with his elbow in the near future.
No, he's got middle infield written all over him.
Just turning 2?
Oh, yeah. He's got those hands, man.
Dylan, the good news is you don't have to have size to be an esports athlete.
that's my worst nightmare.
Dude, honestly,
like-
like we should get Twitch equipment just to live stream the homie playing GTA.
Okay, that was. What's funny is he would actually be great on Twitch as long as he didn't know that he was on Twitch because he doesn't like to be on camera. But he narrates everything he's doing on there. I have like when I'm recording in here and he's in there, I have to tell him, Parks, you can't talk while you're playing the game. I need silence. But if I don't tell him that, he just narrates the whole thing and he explains me what he's doing. Like, okay, buddy, that's really cool that you stole a helicopter and you're flying around the city. That's great, but you don't need to tell me every 5 seconds what's going on the screen. So he would be electric on Twitch.
Is he better than you at GTA?
No, he's a terrible driver. Like every time he gets in a car, he wrecks it. Like on every block, he's running into buildings and hitting light poles. It's terrible. But
You need to turn that sensitivity down.
He figures out how to do things in that game pretty quickly. Like he knows the ropes pretty well. Pretty funny.
Is he at the age where he's watching other people's Twitch streams yet?
Oh yeah.
No, yes, not games like that though. Like kid games. There's
Okay.
just one guy. I forget what game he's playing, but Parks. He watches some of that stuff. Not on Twitch. He finds it on YouTube.
That's
YouTube is the future.
same thing. Hey, I just got
Yeah.
word from my mom about how much I weighed when I was born. I just texted her and asked her. All she responded was a lot. Cry face emoji. Like,
That's
what-
good.
Hell yeah.
Like, how do you
That's
do you just
good.
not remember, Mom? Like, was that not a big day for you or something?
No chance.
Yeah, like what the hell? A lot. Cry face emoji. How? Like what the fuck?
I texted my mom and she just responded back, "Ask your real mother. You were adopted." Like, what the
Wow.
hell?
What?
Damn, Dave.
It's like a weird time to tell me that.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Over text?
Yeah, she doesn't even text normally. It's weird.
You want to stop recording and talk this out? This is
No,
amazing.
it's power through it.
Okay, that's fine.
Man.
I don't have any other things to say about this big baby other than I hope that he's healthy.
I'm just going to say for the 2038 recruiting class, I got my eye on him.
Yeah.
We'll see if he transfers into Duncanville.
He could.
Are you
Academic.
going to get a mailbox for him on an empty lot, Dave?
We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll get him eligible. Will, don't you worry.
I don't hate that.
I hope this kid does not ever look at Twitter from this time period because Twitter, he's going to have a lot of content to go through, and not all of it is flattering about him. People are legit terrified of this baby.
I don't know how I missed this entire thing. You guys knew so much about this baby coming in, and I was like, "What? Wait, what's going on?" I don't know why I'm craving like looking at like fat baby pics on Twitter, but I feel like an outsider to you guys right now.
Because
Glaring
you're
lack of
more,
baby content.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to Dub Baby, so that's where you're
It's
getting
true.
mixed up.
I'm more of a bad baby fan.
It's Bad Bobby.
Is that how you say it? How do you say it? Is that what her name actually is?
I have no idea.
She's trash.
I like Lil Baby.
Who's little baby?
There are too many babies in the rap game.
There's a lot of babies in the rap game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Many babies.
Dave, you've just always been a big fan of the beautiful babies.
Beautiful baby. Oh, baby. You don't
That
even
was-
know it.
That was on the other night, and I was like, "Sally, you ever seen Swingers?" She said no, and I was like, "I don't think I can actually go down this road right now."
That's a tough one to
not a
watch
good-
with somebody.
It's not a great movie, really. It has some good lines in it and a good cast, but the movie's just kind of okay.
Dylan, you definitely listened to it or watched it before going out, like every single night. Just
Oh,
get-
yeah.
No, I think I've watched it once, maybe twice in my life, and it was a long time ago.
I can remember going to Dylan's apartment before, like, we all went out and we're playing beer pong, and Dylan's like, shh, hold on. He's about to do the line. And he's like, somebody you don't even know it.
I don't think that happened, Dave.
so dumb.
We were watching Dane Cook live on your TV on the DVD player.
Okay, stop it.
Dylan had like a lava lamp and like he had a lizard terrarium.
I had empty liquor bottles just lining my cabinet.
Dude, so many
Sick.
bottles of Jim Beam and Kentucky Deluxe just lining. That's what you should do with your cabinets
Oh.
now, dude.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Will.
Empty mezcal bottles just all over your cabinets.
Just dead soldiers up there, man.
Dude, I would if like so in on the YouTube stream you can see Brett's like above his cabinets in his kitchen. If he had that going on, I think we would have to like, let him go on the spot.
I
Oh.
definitely did it, guys, in college.
Oh, everyone did it. It's okay. Everyone did
in
it.
college. You're not
And we one step further, we put like Christmas lights behind it, so it would like brighten up the bottles. It was bad.
That's bad.
It was bad.
You didn't know any better. Dylan, you need to pull a Kepka and you need to get that Bordeaux he was drinking and just have it an unopened bottle in the cabinet behind you by the time Friday rolls around.
Just one.
I
Just
saw
one.
on Vivino you can purchase a bottle of that for $500 if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I probably
Let me-
won't.
I can link you if you want. Can we talk
Do
about
it.
Aveo contacts?
Please.
I love Aveo contacts.
Dude, I mean, daily contact lenses are easy and convenient, which are two things we all need right now, working from home, staring at screens, chasing kids around the yard all day. Wouldn't it be nice just to have comfortable technology, advanced contacts delivered to your door? I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aveo does just that. Aveo provides soothing, hydrating, all-day, comfortable daily contacts at an affordable price delivered right to your door. No more buying crazy expensive boxes of contacts in bulk. It's the only subscription contact lens company that offers both regular daily contacts and daily toric contacts for astigmatism. I mean, I don't wear contacts. And part of the reason I don't wear contacts is because I'm afraid, like, I don't want to deal with like the hassle of it. Aveo's the one thing that might actually say, or tell me, you know what, Will, you can see clearly all the time now. You can get contacts and make it easy on yourself rather than going to like an eye doctor and dealing with all this stuff and like blah blah blah. Brett, your significant other has used Aveo. Can you speak to this, please?
She's a huge fan of Aveo. Not only has she used contacts for years at this point, she has never enjoyed the process of it. I sent her the link. I was like, hey, I have this new product for you to try, blah, blah, blah. And she jumped on and she got the contacts a few days later and has not stopped wearing them since. She's like, they're so comfortable. I forget they're on. And I don't know. She's just an absolute huge fan. She re-upped after getting the free like sponsorship product. She has now re-upped her supply of Aveo contacts.
She dropped the bag.
Drop the bag.
That's not an endorsement. Come on.
I mean, dude, they even offer easy returns within 30 days on unopened boxes. Think about that. You can just try it. And if you don't like it within 30 days, just toss them back. Thanks, Aveo. They're not going to give you any flack for that. But right now, they're doing an offer for our listeners. It's the best deal they've ever had anywhere. Get a 10-day trial for $1. That's $1 at aveovision.com/circling. That's AVEO vision.com/circling for your 10-day trial pack for $1. You're not going to get this deal anywhere else. Go to aveovision.com/circling. Boom. Boom.
Hey, one more point on Aveo.
Yeah.
They're donating a portion of all their sales to COVID relief and COVID help.
Big.
So
I
if
love
you want to help out and have eyes and vision, that's fantastic. That's your company.
Dude, our sponsors are just helping out lately. You'd love to see it.
Brett, I would love to help out and have eyes. Personally.
The Hills do have eyes, Dave.
I was always growing up, I was always jealous of kids who had contacts. I know this is like stupid, but they had this routine and they were doing it. And I always thought they had like bionic eyes. They were in their bathroom doing it. And I was like, dude, I need to get in on this. I felt left out because all my friends had contacts.
It's kind of weird the things you would get jealous about in like middle school and stuff. Like kids would come to school with like new glasses and it's like, fuck, I want glasses. Like, hold on. No, wait, I don't want glasses. I want
Dude.
good eyes that I can see things with normal.
Yeah.
The kid with the cast. Somebody ever broke their wrist? I was like, fuck, I want to break my wrist.
All
Yeah.
the kids were signing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They got such special treatment when they would just walk in with a cast or crutches. It's like, wow.
Little did we know.
Yep. Should we talk about
Let's
this
talk-
pit viper they found in India?
I've been waiting for this.
I hate this story
Why?
because I hate snakes. I'm terrified of them. And now there's one we didn't even know that was out there. Just comes out of nowhere and it's venomous as shit and creepy looking. Nope.
All right.
How
This
is
is
it-
from or go ahead, Dave.
I was just gonna say, how is it possible that we didn't know this existed? Like this thing looks like something you would notice.
It's bright green and huge. So I mean, it says scientists discover a new snake and name it after Salazar Slytherin.
Okay, I got a problem with that too. What are we doing? Naming it after fictional characters from a book series or whatever?
Okay.
Come on.
So what are you going to name your snake when you find a new species, Dylan? You're not going to name it
something
after
dope
Conte?
and terrifying. I don't know. A Harry
Kidums.
Potter character? Are you kidding?
Snakeums.
Snakeums?
Let's see the snake.
You're out in your backyard. Yeah,
There it
you're
is.
out, there we go. You're out in your backyard, Dylan. You come across this like ridiculous looking snake. You find out that you discovered a new species. What are you going to call it?
Oh man.
Making a snake face?
That's what Twitter would name it. I don't know, man. But I need some time to think about it. But I'm definitely not going to Harry Potter for inspiration.
That's fair.
I gotta say, man, like I'm not trying to call out researchers, but this snake is not exactly subtle. Why? How did they miss this? This thing is lime green. It looks like it's made of toxic ooze. It's
Is
like
it
made of
possible that-
Nickelodeon gack.
That it's like a genetic hybrid of other snakes that just create, that it hasn't been it's new to Earth. I mean,
Welcome to Earth.
It is green.
No, here's the deal. Any researcher who ever stumbled across a snake before has gotten killed. That's the only option.
No one's lived to tell about it. I like that.
Exactly.
You know what I hate about this article that revealed this? The final line of the article. Unfortunately, a spokesperson for Slytherin was not available for content. Or
See,
for comment. Like, shut up.
no. What source is that?
CNN.
Fuck
They're getting
that.
a little lax during this quarantine.
No, this is supposed to be hard-hitting journalism. This is a venomous snake that we didn't even know existed. Don't do your jokes.
I'm going to email the author of this and ask her for proof that she tried to contact Slytherin. Because if she didn't, then I'm questioning her journalistic integrity.
You need to tweet the president with it and like tell him the source and see if he quote tweets it with very unprofessional exclamation. You might go by.
You could discover any type of species of any animal. What would you want to discover the most? I feel like big cat's the natural answer, but I go ahead. Actually, I want to hear your answers.
I'm going shark.
Ooh, that's a good one, Dave.
I got to go some kind of big cat. I mean, I have to. It'd be super tight.
Give me Bigfoot. I want a definitive answer on Bigfoot.
I can give you one.
No, you can't, Will. No, you
I feel
can't.
like I can. I'm
We
going
have
with
a
wolf. I want some type of like canine.
we have a mail-in question today that's about the existence of mermaids and Bigfoot,
Can't wait.
and I can't wait to get into it.
I
Little
I
teaser.
just think it'd be tight to have to discover a new species and then be able to like name it and everything like that. It would just be so tight. I feel like you should get like an honorary one that you can keep at all times if you name the species.
That would be sick. I would just name it Carter. I would name it after me, but it's my middle name, so it's not super egomania, but it's just enough to where people who know me, they're like, oh, that's the one that Dave discovered somehow. That's the one he stumbled upon in the jungles of India.
I thought you said shark though.
That too.
Carter's
That's me.
shark.
I
Carter's
was
shark
spelunking.
sounds kind of tight.
It's just like it's like a very professional. It's got like a button down on and all over people's glasses.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Just
definitely got
terrorizing.
glasses on. It's got like a briefcase that it carries around with this little shark fin. Hey, Dave.
Is that how sharks sound?
It's like, oh man, another day, another dollar.
Oh,
Actually, I want to find a new hermit crab that's just chilling at Wilmon's underneath the bar. I think that's
Oh
the
my
move.
god!
I always thought the kids that had hermit crabs back in the day were weird. It's like, what? Why are you taking these things away from the ocean and putting them in your like house in northern Michigan? This is weird.
I think looking back on it, I think that checks out. I feel like the kids who had hermit crabs, they probably got really into like magic and stuff like that.
Is there one pet that like people had back in the day that would cause you to think that like, okay, this is weird?
Snake.
yeah, snake.
Any,
Well, how do
any
you-
kind of
how do you
reptile,
feel-
actually, for me.
Yeah, having reptiles is kind of just a weird thing in general. Did you think
Yeah.
ferrets and things like that were weird?
Parrots.
Ferrets.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Any
Yeah.
kind of rodent. It's a rodent. What do you want a rodent for?
Yeah.
It was less weird than a snake, though.
It's close. It's in the rat family. Not into it.
A big one for us, or not my family, but I had a friend who had a sugar glider. They had multiple sugar gliders, which is in that same family, Dylan. And like, they were way too into the sugar glider. I was like, man, why don't you just get like a dog?
Is that the one that can fly? Like, you know,
No. It glides on sugar.
it's like
Yeah,
Frozone.
No, yeah, they can fly. They can
They float. Yeah. Glide.
you know, but they're not good pets. They're
No.
little fuckers.
If they can fly, how annoyed are they that they're just stuck in this like plastic terrarium the entire time?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's why I'm against having a bird. It's like, dude, that bird wants to be flying around. It has feathers.
bird people creep me out. Birds don't. It's not like birds will peck at your peck at their like cage when they need to go out and poop. Like no, they just do droppings. And any animal that doesn't consciously go to the bathroom I'm just out on.
We talked about this before, but the worst thing about not the worst thing, but like getting a bird is a lifetime commitment. They will likely outlive you. They live for like 90 years.
What?
Some of the bigger, like a macaw. Is that how you say it? Macaw.
Macaw.
They live to be like 80 or 90. Yeah, they're very, very old. I think parrots they live to be pretty old too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine your pet bird giving your eulogy?
He was good.
I'm gonna look.
Pretty good dude.
Trash got by him.
That's come on.
What's the meme of the kid like in front of the gravesite throwing the deuce? It's just it's just your macaw or whatever, just throwing a feather.
Going to your hater's funeral.
Just wings up in front of the gravesite. There it is.
Sorry, I've been waiting to do that. Now that we have funeral talk, I'm allowed to play it.
I legit forgot we had that until last night. Thank God.
Oh,
If anything happens to me and that doesn't play at my funeral with you guys just carrying my casket, I'm gonna be very upset.
One exception,
Yeah.
Will. One exception. I hold a falconer in a different light than people who have like a small bird. If
Good
you have
call.
a falcon that you allow to like fly around and then land on your wrist, that's a completely different ball game.
Yeah, that's exactly, Dave. If it's a predatory bird, if it eats like other animals and shit, that's tight, and you're a badass if you have one. Yeah, macaws. I looked it up. They can live to be as long as you.
holy shit!
Well, so I was very upset at our wedding because we went to a wedding at the same hotel before we got married there, and the people that were getting married, they had a falconer and a falcon there, and it was to scare off all the other birds.
That's tight.
Nope. They either weren't available for our day or our ceremony was just too small for them. But I was absolutely devastated. It's probably good because I would have been standing at the altar the entire time, just like doing the LeBron meme where he's just checking to the side the entire time. I would have just been looking at that falcon constantly. It's like, dude, what's he doing right now?
Look
how-
at the falcon.
Wait, the whole purpose of the falconer wasn't just to be like to flex and be like, well, we got a falconer at our ceremony. It was like an actual purpose of clearing out birds.
Yeah, keep seagulls away and stuff.
Dude,
That is.
Scarecrow, basically.
I feel like there's got to be a better way, but I love that.
No cooler way though.
How dumb?
Go ahead.
How dumb are birds that like they can be fooled by like a statue of an owl? Like they're like, oh fuck, there's an owl over there. Did you see it? And his buddy's like, dude, that is a ceramic owl. That is not real. You can go to that yard. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not like we have like it's not like Triple H is like standing at places like scaring other humans away. It's like big Tex is not actually like an attraction. Like we all just have to avoid it. It's like, no, dude, he's huge.
He's keeping the other cowboys away.
Dylan, how are you? Have your tryouts gone well for
I
this?
haven't recorded my audition tape yet. I need to get on that.
Mike is going to get it over you, and it's going to be great.
Micah doesn't have the pipes for it.
I don't know, Jim.
He'll be the first to let you know that he went to a like journalism school at Mizzou for broadcasting or something. So
Yeah, I know.
He loves Mizzou, doesn't he?
They had a good couple years there when he was there. So
was he with like Blaine Gabbert and stuff?
He was Chase Daniel, right?
I don't remember. I don't know why does Mizzou sneaky get like mediocre quarterbacks in the NFL all the time? It's kind of tight.
Matty Mock. Why do some birds, like when you put out like a duck blind or something like that, you put birds in the water? Are they attracted to those birds? They're just like, oh, I'm gonna go hang with like my buddies down there, and then they,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go.
Ducks on the pond.
But it's an unspoken rule that you don't shoot them while they're on the water. You let them fly away before you pop them.
I spray the block when they're just sitting there.
Yeah, you would.
I set up C4 on the under the water, and once they land, I just detonate.
You just let it
It's unfair.
It is unfair, but all's fair in love and duck hunting. So
T-shirt.
put that on a shirt and sell it.
T-shirt.
I'm very happy with the amount of animal talk we've had on this podcast today. I just want to let that be known.
I am too. Once I saw that there was a new snake discovered, it was like, all right, well, let's go down this wormhole. Or
At first, I was a snake. Ooh. At first, I was like, you know what? I don't really want to talk about a snake because snakes creep me out. But now I'm glad we talked about the snake.
Yeah, if we can talk about falconer, anytime falconers comes up organically, it's a win. I feel like I could see Dave getting into part-time like falconry. You're not that far from doing that.
What does that mean?
Like if your neighbor had a falcon and you started seeing him with it, you would immediately go over there all the time and start hanging out with it and figuring it out. And then eventually you would have your own falcon that you were just letting fly out your window at night.
In these uncertain times, it might be the time to pick up a hobby, even if that hobby is teaching a falcon to land on my wrist.
God, I want one so bad.
I do have a Mongolian neighbor, and they hunt with those there. So
With
You
falcons.
get hawks out at the ranch.
they hunt foxes with hawks. It's pretty sick.
We got bald eagles up in Harbor, dog. They're just chilling.
That's fucking sick.
Nothing gets me more excited than just seeing one soaring. It's not that common, but I mean, it's a few times this summer you'll just see him just soaring. It's great.
Have you ever seen one hit the water and grab a fish and fly off? That would be, for me, that would be enough to be like, you know what? I've had a great life. I wanted to see that, and I saw it.
Never
Let's
seen
go.
it. Little Traverse Bay is not ripe for like going in like that. I did see one time I was on the water and I looked over towards the land and there was a giant American flag flying in someone's front yard and there were just two bald eagles just circling it. And I didn't even know that bald eagles hung out together.
Wow.
They're mated
dream-
pairs.
They're what?
Did I dream this, or did Klein record one out at his ranch recently? And he put it on his Instagram story. Did I dream that?
It was
No,
that happened.
he did do this. Yeah. What were you saying, Brett? I feel like you just had a very good piece of knowledge for us.
I think they're mated for life. They're like once they have a partner, they chill together.
They're monogamous.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm gonna
That's
get some birdologist in my DMs. Like, nope. But I believe they are for once they find a mate, they chill at the same nest for like however long they live.
Oh yeah, mate. I've been chilling in the same nest for years with my
They're not
mate.
Australian though. They're American, Dave. That's they're
Oh.
our symbol.
Go on down to Wilmons, mate.
It is
man.
Wednesday. There's a special on oil cans on Wednesdays.
More bird talk. How is it possible that peregrine falcons can dive at 200 miles an hour? That doesn't
Gravity.
make sense.
How don't
Gravity.
they explode when they hit the water?
Great question.
I don't get it. I don't get how their feathers don't fly off when they hit the water and they just emerge from the water completely naked.
Who's the guy
That is a
that
good
flashed the
question.
fucking bird with a radar gun.
It's like when people do the extreme cliff diving from like 150 feet up, and you have to hit like basically a pencil, and you just cut through the water. So you don't you're not slapping against it real hard, you know.
Yeah, it just seems like they would lose some feathers like throughout this process. Can we just get like someone on here that knows all about this stuff? How do we not have a biologist friend that we can just ask questions to?
We have a big cat expert that we could get, courtesy of Flounder. If we ever wanted to have someone who actually knew what they were talking about on the pod, we could do that. When all this blows over, when times become more certain, we can have somebody on.
I have an open DM conversation that I have not dipped into in over 2 years with somebody who can be, I don't want to say his name, but he can be described as a biologist / science communicator, photographer, and television host. Might be worth reaching out.
Content
Is
guy?
it Chris Harrison?
He's a content guy for sure. He's a big bug guy, but he's on the Discovery Channel. I DM'd him once and he responded. So maybe it's worth dipping in there again and seeing what's up. Just saying.
Okay. It is. I think it's definitely worth that.
I agree.
Can you imagine we're doing a live stream and all of a sudden Brett's like, "Hey, we got the bug guy coming on." We're like, "Wait, what?"
Oh,
All
that's
right.
a good guy. He's not a bad one. Actually, I'm gonna DM him. I'm gonna send him to Brett.
Hell yeah.
Brett, you know who he is. You just don't realize it.
I have no idea.
Let's
I
do
don't
this.
have, hey, Bear Grylls is not coming on though. He's fake.
Ooh, that's a take that I kind of don't hate.
That's fair.
Yeah, the other guy, Survivor Man's cooler than Bear Grylls.
Oh yeah.
Bear Grylls is hotter though, but do it this weekend in teen.
Let's go.
Why not? I will start. So Friday, I have absolutely nothing. Saturday, we are going out to the ranch. And I say we, my sister and brother-in-law and I are going out to the ranch, not to stay there, but just to say hi to my mom and stepdad through they miss us like crazy, and they're stuck out there all by themselves. We're gonna say hi from a distance. It's a quick trip. We're not even gonna go like on the property really. We're gonna go say hi and talk to them for a little bit, turn around and come right back. It'll be good. Sunday, I don't know yet, but I might be picking up a new addition to the family. I'm not sure yet, but it's a possibility. So stay tuned for that.
Wow.
Is this an animal or a human?
This I'm not adopting a human.
It is a falcon, Will.
Oh,
Yeah, then am getting a falcon? Homie needs a falcon. Honestly, like think about it.
I could actually see
Be weird if he didn't.
kind of falcony, Dylan.
What?
I could see your spirit animal being falcon.
Okay, that's fine. It's a dope bird, man.
I know. I don't disagree at all. That's a compliment, not a roast or a roost. Sorry.
Ooh, Jim. That's a good weekend. Dylan, I got to say, your weekend sounds way cool, way more cool than mine. Got to tell you. Because I got nothing planned. So I'm going to probably, I am due for a Total Wine delivery, the liquor store that does deliveries. So probably going to have to put that in today, get a couple bottles of wine, maybe some Bordeaux, maybe some Camus. And we'll see what happens, man. Maybe I'll probably FaceTime with the lads a couple times. I'm sure you guys will be involved. Good times. Live stream Friday night.
Friday night live stream, but yeah, no plans, Dylan. We got a live stream. We got Happy Hour Live on Friday, dude. What's your problem?
Yeah. My bad.
Oh, yeah, you forgot. Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, I don't have too much. I got that. Yeah, Friday live stream. Sally and I have been talking. I think we're going to go to the liquor store, and I think we're going to pick up a bottle of rum. And I think we might make some tropical drinks this weekend.
Whoa.
All this Wilmot's booty chatter has gotten me kind of in the rum mood. And so we were thinking about just going and picking up a bottle of Mount Gay and maybe some fresh fruit and seeing what happens. Who knows?
I don't hate that at all.
No. And Dylan, ever since I sent you that link of them doing the virtual F1 Grand Prix, it's made me want to get way better at this game. And so I think I'm going to put in some F1 time this weekend.
Are you learning some new strategies?
Well, I'm realizing that, so this is a niche question because not many people play this game. Do you use the guide when you're playing?
The lion? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to transition out of that eventually and just start racing.
You want to pop off the training wheels is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little scary, but I kind of want to do that. And so I'm going to put in some time. The virtual F1 Grand Prix have been pretty entertaining, and so I'm very intrigued. But outside of that, I got really nothing. I'm sure I'll do a bunch of FaceTimes that are spur of the moment things that make me drink like 4 beers in the middle of the afternoon, but that's not a bad thing. I'll pretty much do anything at this point to get distracted.
Well, I've got a question. So it sounds like you guys are going to go all in on the rum. Are you planning on getting some sort of special tiki glass or something, a ceramic to serve it up in?
Funny you asked, Dave. I actually have one. So we need to acquire one more. I have one that you actually gave to me. I got it in a Secret Santa gift package from you at Grand X a few years ago. So that one will be getting used. But I would love a ceramic one that's like a parrot or something, or a macaw, like Dylan says.
Or a falcon.
Macaw,
Or
I
falcon.
believe is how you say it. Yeah, I messed that one up. Dave, how much do you miss Wu Chao right now? In those,
Yeah,
those,
how bad do you want tiki drinks?
They've got some of the best tiki drinks in town. I
Yeah.
miss it a lot. I miss it quite a bit. And they've got like the nice straw. You got to get the straw is a key, Will. Like the thick, like colored straw that's like biodegradable.
We've got, I was gonna say, be careful, Dave. You don't want straw Twitter coming at you. We've got some metal straws, but I'm not a big straw guy. I like getting a dusting of the nutmeg from the painkiller across my beard.
Dave,
Just
do you ever
swag.
go to She's Not Here?
I'm unfamiliar with that.
The
I've
bar
been.
downtown Austin. She's Not Here, or it's a restaurant bar. They have
Dylan,
some drinks you'd be very into.
Dylan, I'm sorry. I'm not going to a bar after the live stream Friday with you, man. I can't.
Come on, Dave. All right, we'll see. I'll change your mind.
Oh,
Dylan, you didn't go there is that bar named just to go on Saturdays?
I get it.
That's good.
That's
Will.
good.
There you go. There you go. That's
It's a cool
Saturday.
spot. If you like it, they have drinks that are up your alley.
Oh, what's the bullet getting into this weekend?
I think I'm officially hunkering down in H-Town. That's the plan.
I don't hate that.
So my last, not my last, but I'm gonna head there with no end date in sight, I should say.
Wow. How about
I like
that?
that idea because I don't know how you're staying sane alone in your apartment.
It's terrible.
Going and hanging out with her just makes more sense than you just like going crazy. I actually was surprised that you came back because I was like, what? Like you should have just stayed with them.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it got to the point where I like felt bad being there. I was just like, I'm sorry. I planned on a weekend and we turned into a week. And I was just like, so now we have like officially kind of plans to just extended stay suites type of thing. So
If you guys knew that we were going to be hunkered down for this long, would you have changed your plans? Would you have gone and done something?
Yes.
like before, you mean? Or like,
What do you
So
mean?
for example, had I known before all the things like the regulations came down that I would be quarantined for this long, I would have loved to make a play to like go up to Michigan and spend some time up there just to like get some family time in and escape the city. Just because I don't like being in the city for this. I feel like I can't really go anywhere and like get out. And being in northern Michigan, I could like go out in the woods and just not see anybody. And so
Yeah.
but obviously hindsight's 2020. Instead, I'm just stuck in my apartment. But looking back on it, I wish I could have had the opportunity to like get out, but also it was very irresponsible at the time to like go travel. So it's all tough, but
I've
What I'm-
not seen my parents since Christmas, really.
yeah.
So I would have gone back up to Duncanville, said what up, hit the Taco Bell on Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, I gotta stay close to the homie, so I'm where I need to be.
That makes sense. I might just go to KJ's spot and just like go on that tee box and just drop dimes all day.
I'm waiting for that KJ house invite.
Yeah. What the hell?
It's weird. It's weird that he doesn't invite us.
It's fine.
It's rude. That's what it
For
is.
those that don't know who KJ is, check out last night's live stream.
or John Buccigross.
Bucci, baby. That's all I got right now.
Yeah.
Do we have any-
Have you guys? I'm a huge walk guy now. I love walking.
I thought you meant like the cooking utensils.
No, I don't have a wok yet. I'm not that advanced in the kitchen. Speaking of though, if you're a
Not that
fan of Dave's air frying, tune into the live stream on Friday. Not that he's going to be doing it, but you might have the chance to get an air fryer of your own.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
We're giving away air fryers now?
We have air fryers to give away, courtesy of Instant Pot.
I was really worried that I was going to have to air fry something on the stream, and I
You don't
was
have to. I mean, the people would love it, but
Did I
Man,
tell
my
you guys
chicken thighs.
I sustained because of my air fryer?
you what?
I sustained an injury because of the air fryer.
Ooh.
It was user error. It was user error, not the air fryer's fault. We had a whole chicken in there that weighed like 8 pounds. I don't know how much it weighed. It was whatever. And I didn't realize how heavy it was. And I took out the drawer. And when I took it out, it like drooped because it was heavier than I anticipated. And I like pulled a muscle on the bottom of my hand. And it was lingering with me for like 2 weeks. But I felt like such a wimp that I didn't admit it to anybody. It was the air fryer.
Oh my god.
Oh no. It really hurt for like 2 weeks. And it was 100% that. The second it happened, I was like, oh no.
Dude, I for sure
Will-
thought you were gonna say you burned your hand or something,
Yeah.
because that's got to be the most common injury on an air fryer. No, you pulled a muscle in your hand.
They're very idiot proof. Like they're very safe things to use, and I just managed to pull a muscle using a fucking air fryer. Loser move.
Goodness.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
All right, should we get out of here, guys?
Yeah.
good stuff.
fun.
Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you Friday night.
You're right.
If anybody hasn't done so already, go Opto and listen to the voicemails from yesterday's Listen to Your Heart episode. Those were some of the best voicemails we've been left in a while. Not only do I want people to hear the content, I want them to listen to those voicemails and get inspired themselves to leave some awesome voicemails. That's it.
Well said. I agree.
Yeah.
Co-sign.
Showtime.
All right, guys.
All right. Bye.